Do what you do.
Oh Lord, not hold the wall.
Okay. Y'all might want to grab a shorty for this one. Hold the wall. Do what you do. Hold the wall. The wall. Okay. Y'all might want to grab a shorty.
Yo, you know we got the brand new Simply Hood Drink Up. This is a heater.
My baby's on a cash route, go get that money. My baby's on a cash route, go get that money. If it's all about the cash, go ahead and tip your ass. Drink up this toast, drink up this toast, drink up this toast, this toast. Go ahead and tip your ass. Drink up this toast, drink up this toast, drink up this toast, drink up this toast.
I live a street life, sometimes I don't sleep right. Every night we getting lit, we like street lights. Feeling right off the freshest bottle. This is not Moscato, this that Reposado, Mexicano. All I need is cherry gelato. A promiscuous girl like Nelly Furtado, that gobble. Crack a bottle and we taking shots. We gon' make it hot and blame the alcohol like Jamie Foxx. We get a lot out that drug money. I used to wear the same clothes every day. I was dumb funny. I ain't even had lunch money, but some way I still came up out the hole like Bugs Bunny. Blood money, I need all of that. We don't get no sleep, we insomniacs. When the liquor hit your chest like a heart attack, ain't no falling back. Nigga, get it jumping like John Moran.
Temperature rising, a lot of bullets is flying. Leonidas and Gladiator, nigga, we swinging iron. Sent him home in a bag, he was so defiant. I was tempted to let the machete chop him like a client.
Yeah, we got that jackal. We got that jackal on go, the urban legend.
Temperature rising, a lot of bullets is flying. Leonidas and Gladiator, nigga, we swinging iron. Sent him home in a bag, he was so defiant. I was tempted to let the machete chop him like a client.
Yo, who said we playing? Who said we playing? Yo, we break records on this. Jackal, on go, don't step on it.
Temperature rising, a lot of bullets is flying. Leonidas and Gladiator, nigga, we swinging iron. Sent him home in a bag, he was so defiant. I was tempted to let the machete chop him like a client. I've been in my zone, they keep asking me what's going on. I've been on the phone, bro, I got my money on go. My money on go. My killers on go. Stone casket closed, I'm pallbearing. Hungry niggas take half your load for your errands. We been getting massive dough, it's so apparent. Cross the border, got that white girl flipping, we call it Karen. 876 what I rep. Now that I'm in, I'ma have a Benny the Butcher effect. Yeah, Lujo Jackal sneakers, that's my foot on they necks. Every time you see me moving, got some shooters with straps. Back in the deal, please let me go fly it back. If I sick them on you, that's a bullet in hell. I just bought my shooter a Benz and a plain Jane. You probably would've used it to flex. I've been in my zone. They keep asking me what's going on. I've been on the phone.
Street niggas in the building. I got some homies with me.
Yo,
They
the
got something to
streets
say.
is real. We real. Yo, we break records.
Fuck
You heard
around,
this
lay
before.
around.
Backstreet.
Simply
Simply
Hood.
Hood. Let's go.
Nigga, niggas moving fish like us at Legal Seafood. I get it for the low. The price is like Timu. Let my team.
Yeah, man. Backstreet niggas in the building. I got some homies with me. They got something to say. Fuck around, lay around. Simply Hood.
Yo, science. You gotta get me on the hook.
Oh Lord.
On the hook. Yo, Vegas, he's gotta get me on the hook on this. Simply Hood, Backstreet, brand new. We breaking records. Well, it's not a movie. This shit's is in real life.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Vegas, get
Back
me on
street
the hook
niggas in
on
the
this. Yeah.
Got some homies with me.
Get me on
They
the
got
hook
something
on
to
this.
say.
Simply Hood, get me on the hook, science. Yo,
Fuck around, lay around.
silly.
Simply Hood.
Silly.
We
This
out
shit's
here.
stupid.
Fish like us at legal seafood. I get it for the low. The price is like Timu. Let my team through. Machine with me, R2D2. Too many times I spent the night down in B2. Something lethal under my Simply Hood black and gray. I just bought me a 40 so I can match my age. I'm copping work when I catch a plane. So pardon me if I'm anxious at baggage claim. A package came. If they jack me while I'm catching plays.
Oh.
Yo.
Yo. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're a rookie ass DJ, right? This is what happens, man. This is what happens, man. Yo. Vegas.
What happened? What happened?
I fucked up. I fucked up.
How?
I don't know. The crossfader was moved and I dropped the song. Let's go back street.
Yeah, man. Back street niggas in the building. I got some homies with me. They got something to say. Fuck around, lay around. Simply Hood. We out here.
Yo, you gotta get me on the hook on this. Simply Hood. This song is so crazy. It's so crazy. My God.
Something lethal under my Simply Hood black and gray. I just bought me a 40 so I can match my age. I'm copping work when I catch a plane. So pardon me if I'm anxious at baggage claim. A package came. If they jack me while I'm catching plays, the K2 up the way, 4 stacks of page. They amazed, cause I could turn a flake into a snow pile. Check my profile, I flip shit, Simone Biles. Whole while I done paid my dues, now I'm trying to shake and move, nigga, no snitching. I don't make the rules, 4 pots on the stove like I'm making food. But you can go from making moves to breaking news.
Yeah, we keep it real, yeah, you don't know. That's how we play the cards, it's the hustle. If you wanna play the game, better be sure.
Yo, you trying to tell me that hook ain't serious? Stop it.
Yeah, we keep it real, yeah, you don't know. That's how we play the cards, it's the hustle. If you wanna play the game, better be sure. Nigga, it's the streets going.
I'm really sick of y'all. This beef shit and all, cause we ain't going back.
Like this is pickleball.
That's all stronger than a pickle jar. Some bitches realer than some niggas are. Get about your feelings, dog. It's okay, I've been missing hard. But came back with enough impact. I can't slip and fall. Clip filled to the tip and all. There's so much food on the stick that it's looking like a shit kebab. I give you little nigga space for me. I keep the Kill Bill faithfully. The heat like a baby.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, Fusion, yo. You ready? Long time. We no regular.
Yeah.
Yo, Fusion, yo. You ready? Long time. We no regular. Never. Them know our style, you know. Yeah. You know, we can't team because we're wild, you know. Girls and Kyle, you know. Make them know this. Brother the Benz are the brother the rim. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me thing. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wing. You have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, no full of militants. The girl say she like me cause we close them trendy. Full of jewelry, yeah, we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls are surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Touch road, we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the girl.
Yeah, the man King Rider say you're Polish, you're now a power. King man, get to hype, you know it already, right?
Yeah.
Glenn Devon, yeah, me I say the man NYC, you know it go down. Yeah, me I say the man King Rider say you're Polish, you're now a power.
Yo,
With the spin hype, you know it already, right?
Yo, YouTube, let us play this, man. Why you put me in copyright jail? Come on.
King Rider say you're Polish, you're now a power. King man, get to hype, you know it already, right? Glenn Devon, yeah, me I say the man NYC, you know it go down.
King Midas have it all,
Because that's my family.
Is
That's
it?
my family. Yo, I play King Midas shit like it's my own.
King Midas, you're Polish, you're now a power. King man, get to hype. You know it already, right? Glenn Devon, hear me I say the man NYC, you know it go down. King Midas of it on la.
What in the hell is going on?
Chip clock, chip clock, chip clock.
Alright, let's get to the show.
Chip clock with a bad bitch and a
February 1st. Craft. William Reed Auditorium, 21 plus. It starts at 10 o'clock. That's tomorrow's. Come on, man. Let's get it in. Gal Pool. Trickstar 4th annual birthday bash. Cage Lounge. 1125 Blue Hill Avenue. Gal Pool. It's gonna be in real effing life. February 21st. 4th annual Bud and Classy Toya Reds presents. Yo, Toya Reds is a snack. Toya Reds is a snack. I'm telling you that right now. And since we talking about snacks, you'd always go to Milk and Cookies to get your snackies. MiltonCookies.com, promo code Bobby Shakes. I'm ready to go. Why's my camera blurry? There we go. Why's my camera blurry?
It's dirty.
Nah, it's clean.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I don't know what's going on. All right, Vegas. You are a resident. You are a resident AI person. What's going on?
I love DeepSeek. I do. I love it. But I love ChatGPT too. So like I was telling you the other day, I feel like AI is going to help very intelligent people streamline success, right? And it's only scary to people like our parents or people who don't have vision. Because essentially, it's a tool. Like they tell you, it's a tool. And like all tools, they're useful. So if you're the type of person that works full time because you have kids or whatever, household to run, but you're also a small business owner on the side or you have a side hustle, these are your tools that streamline what it is you need to do for your small business while you're being a parent and you're working full time, right? So for example, say I have kids, I work full time, I have things that need to be done. You need to allow the AI to get to know who you are and what your needs are so that it can streamline your life and set up schedules for you, like a social media marketing calendar or an after school and chore calendar or an exercise, something that you can say, hey, this is my lifestyle. This is what I need to do. Show me what my schedule needs to be for me to reach my goal of saving $2,000 a month. These are my expenses. This is how much I spend, blah, blah, blah. This is how much I need to make in my side hustle. I also need to save. Press enter. There's your life. Now, of course, AI can't walk for you. It can't speak for you. Well, it can, but it can't go out in the world and accomplish the things that it needs to accomplish. But just like praying to God with no action isn't going to get you any what? Progress. So you kind of have to meet it high. You know, you have to meet it where you're going to meet it. But I love it. I love it.
So the whole DeepSeek thing, how they said that America spent billions of dollars billions of dollars to do their model, and China did it for $6 million. And a lot of the pundits in America are saying because America had put a restriction on what type of chips China could get. So it looks like
Well, when
China
you operate from a place of evil, you're going to get evil results.
Right. So they're saying that China didn't have access to the chips, but somehow they did have access to the chips, and they built a model. And for them to build a model at 6 million, 5 million is not really true because it takes a lot more money than that. I think the greater question is whether China's lying or not, which some people say they do, some people say they don't, whether they're lying or not. I think the issue is they write better algorithms than us.
That's a fact. I could see that. I can't say it's a fact, but I can definitely see that. But again, I can see how using both is optimal. I use both. I'm not going to pick one, or why am I going to pick one or the other? I want both. That's my inner masculine. Why am I going to pick one chick? I want two. Chat GPT is my wife. DeepSeek is my mistress.
So how do you use the two? Because you said that one's better for one, one's better for another topic.
So Chat GPT is my secretary. DeepSeek is my right-hand partner.
Explain that. Break that down.
So Chat GPT does busy work. Things that you don't really want to think about, letters, emails, stuff like that. DeepSeek it explains, say you put a prompt into DeepSeek, right? And your prompt, my prompts are lengthy.
Prompt?
What you want it to do. A prompt is what you want it to do, right? My prompts are lengthy because I like for my results to sound like me, right? So the longer the more engaging your prompt is, the better answer that you're going to get, the better result you're going to get. So DeepSeek tells you why it's giving you the result that it's giving you. And then it gives you something to think about, and then makes you want to say, I didn't think about it that way. Let me revisit my prompt and start over and do this, right? So essentially, it makes you go deeper into deep dive into what it is, DeepSeek, that you're trying to accomplish.
Right. Wow.
Wow is right.
DeepSeek is basically AI because you're not prompting, getting an answer. You're prompting, but then the answer that it's giving you, the AI is thinking,
you can do better than that.
You could do better. That's crazy.
Right.
That is crazy.
Right. You can do better than that. It makes you want to say, So when I was first playing around with it, I put a prompt in, like, I threw my resume in. So I said, if I want a job with this type of, I threw a, senior director of whatever, right? I was just messing around with it. Tell me some of the things that from my experience, what you're the job, basically, you're the employer. What do I need to work on based on my experience, and help me to make my cover letters and resume better? And it was like, well, the employer could think, why this, that? I mean, it just really put you in a place where it was like, damn, I didn't even think about that. So that's what they're thinking when they look at my resume first, or it's a possibility.
That's crazy.
It's helpful. It's helpful.
Have you tried their the Janus Pro yet? Their image generator?
I haven't tried the image yet. I haven't tried the image generator yet.
So I've been working with Sora. So a real estate agent called me up and was like, hey, I want to do a video. And I'm thinking I was going to go and get like stock images and put it in. But I was like, nah, let's do something like really creative. So I went into Sora, which is the video version of ChatGTP. And I prompt. So what I did was I went into Sora first and I did a prompt. And I was like, my prompt is kind of crappy. Right. So I went to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. And then I told it that I want a prompt for an old people losing their home. And it gave me the prompt. And it gave me, because I told it I want to do a video prompt in Sora, so it needs to be a cinematic, blah, 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 what type of ratio it is. And it basically wrote a script for me to then put into Sora. And that's how I was using ChatGTP and Sora to get the videos that I wanted, because I know video, but I'm really not. I'm not that good with the details, and I'm not that good with the prompting, which is kind of crazy. Like, you do video for 50 years. Why can't you prompt? But I was able to use the prompt from chat to bring it into Sora, and it gave me really good videos. And that's how I was writing these scripts for this video. And since it's AI, we don't have to pay for actresses. We don't have to pay for actors. We don't have to download raw footage. We don't have to pay for none of that stuff. You pay the $20 and then you could create your own content, so to speak. So that's how I've been using it. So
yeah, and I mean, it's helpful. It streamlines what it is that needs to basically get done. And I think the only people that are really going to have a problem with it are people who are old, who don't want to move with the times, right? I mean, but then they'll just hire somebody who knows how to do it.
Right, do the prompting.
Right. And that's all that it is. They'll just hire the people who know how to do it. Now, will they have the money to do that? Probably not. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they keep their weight up. But if not, they're going to get lost in the shuffle. And that's just basically the kind of game that technology is playing, because technology does not care anymore, right? People are so apathetic now that our society lacks empathy, and AI don't give a shit. So either you get with it or you get lost.
Crazy.
And that's
I'm looking
just what it is.
Youngest billionaire AI. So this friggin' microphone grabs. I gotta turn it off autofocus. This right here scared the bejesus out of me. So out here in Belmont, they say it's the best school system in Massachusetts.
Really? Better than Westwood?
Yeah, it's the best school system in Massachusetts.
Interesting.
Or maybe top 5, but it's up there.
Right.
And so my son is 4.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman from France, because a lot of people know that this town is great for education, a lot of immigrants are just moving here.
Right.
They're just like, we're moving to Belmont because we want to come to the United States. We don't want to go to like New York, or we want to come to a place that has a good hospital for children. We want to come that has good education where I can take night classes and a relatively cool place that looks kind of like Europe.
Right.
So this French woman, and there's a whole bunch of other people that's in my son's class from China, Taiwan, Korea, France. It's people from all over the place. And this French woman, we do play dates.
Right.
It takes away from my coolness. So we do these play dates. And at the play date, one of the parent from Taiwan or China and another parent from France was saying that they're putting their kid in advanced mathematics at 4.
Yeah, and they should be in Mandarin and a whole bunch of other. Why not? Of course.
So I'm thinking, what? And there was another woman, and she was saying that might be a little bit too young to put your 4-year-old into math class. And then we started talking about the American education system and where it's going and where it should be and how it ranks with the world. And I started to think, but I didn't really pay any attention because, we're just playing out in the snow. It was 40 degrees. So I'm like, all right, cool. So when I went home, I turned on the computer, and the first thing that popped up was this kid, was Alexander Wang. He's the CEO of Scale AI. He's like the youngest billionaire, blah, 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 blah. And I was listening to him. I was listening to him on CNBC or Forbes talking about DeepSeek and how China did it.
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool. So then I went down the rabbit hole for Alexander Wang. Both of his parents were physicists, and they did a lot of math. And okay, both parents are physicists.
Right.
What the hell's going to happen to this kid? He's either going to be hooked on crack or he's going to be in AI. That's
right.
2 options, right? He's
exactly.
either complete failure because he's going to rebel against his parents,
right.
or complete success.
Right.
So this gentleman found Scale AI. He's at 24. He's the founder of Scale AI, a data annotation platform that provides training data for machine learning models. At age 24 in 2021, he became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. According to Forbes, he's currently worth $2 billion as of July 2024. And that brought me back to that woman, the 2 women in the park, talking about teaching their kids mathematics.
Yeah.
And now I'm scared as fuck. So after the stream, it feels like I got to grab my 4 and my 2-year-old, and we're just going to draw on a piece of paper. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 3 is 4,
yeah.
4 + 1 is 5, and 6 + 1 is 7. And they're probably going to look at me and say, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But it's going to be the groundwork for them to be able to get into programming, to start programming these large language models. Because it seems that the future is not going to be who has the guns. No. And the future is not going to be who's going to have the food, because a lot of these people are 3D printing food, which is, that's another fucking conversation. It's going to be who the fuck could program the robot to shoot the guy who's breaking into my house with the gun.
Yeah. It's all about technology. Literally. It's all, and if you want your children, we already see where the world is. If someone would have told me that our society would be in shambles by the time that I am 45, and that we would be on the brink of an economic collapse and tyranny, I would not have believed them, right? I would not have believed any of that. And I think especially as Black people, like right now, I'm very grateful for not having children. And shout out to all the Black women that tried to throw in my face that I don't have children. How's that non-child support baby daddy treating you now when we might have to flee this country? So I'm very happy that I don't have kids. But it definitely needs to be children that speak tons of languages, children that know how to code, that know how to build serious computer models, that understand STEM. It's all about deep understanding of STEM. STEM toys, computers. Literally, if there's a kit where your child can put a small computer together, that's what they should be playing with.
It's crazy because, and I knew this, but so my son's mother maple syrup.
Uh-huh.
When I first saw my son, I brought an iPad. And I think I met my son, he think it was 4 or 3 years old. And I brought an iPad to the thing, and I go, hey, we're gonna make a video game. He's 3, but the program is geared for 3 to 6-year-olds.
Right.
So during this interaction with my son, we're building very simple. It's like a little robot guy, and he points here. It's like a big red button, and you point there, and the computer guy goes there. And then how are we going to get this robot guy to the next thing? And then another light. So you're doing like basically programming, and then it shows you the code on the right side.
Right.
And I was doing that for 2 meetings with my son, and then we went 4 meetings, and then we went to court again so I could get more time. And that came up in court that I was playing on the iPad with my son. And that is not good parenting. That's what the judge told me. Yeah. And I said to the judge, I said, we're coding a video game. They're like, yeah, that's not interactive.
How old was the judge? Old.
Of course. And my son's mother was like, yeah, it's bad for the child to be in an iPad and learning how to code at such a young age. But this is why, whether or not China did it or not, why they can build better AI, because the kids are learning this early. And I guess the only bad thing I could have done was because of the blue light. I probably could have put on a pair of blue light blockers for him at 3.
Right.
But that's the only thing I probably did wrong with my son when he was 3. They didn't put blue light glasses on to block. Oh, wait. Whoa. Got my blue light glasses. No, you got to be careful, man. The government's trying to steal your brain, but that is why we're in the problem that we're in, is because a lot of Americans are ignorant. The system is ignorant. And I listened to Donald Trump talking about he wants to compete with China, and he wants to do this, and he wants to do that, and he wants to do this, and he wants to do that. Nigga, if you want to compete with China, I would say you give every public school a couple of $1 million, right? You could cut all the funding for all this shit you want. But if you want to compete with China, you can't compete with China with the 30-year-olds. We got to compete with China with the motherfuckers in school right now and give mad funding to that. Because you know there's some schools in America where motherfuckers ain't even got a pen and paper.
Right. You can't compete where you don't compete. He doesn't even want to give. He doesn't even want to give our educators. He doesn't. First of all, the only reason why he wants to compete with anything is because he's a white old man with an ego complex, right? And that's just par for the course. That's just who his generation of men are. They're never going to change. We shouldn't even waste energy being irritated with them. We should forget about them and stop speaking to them. When I find someone to be so incredibly ignorant, I completely act as if they do not exist. I don't ask for their opinion. I do not speak to them. I completely just am like, ugh, whatever. If they speak, if I have to be respectful, because generally I try to be, if I have to be in their atmosphere, then it's like, okay, yeah, in one ear, out, not even in one ear. It's like literally like a film in front of me. And then I go about my business, right? Because they don't matter. The problem with, not even the problem, the way that America operates is the same way it operated decades ago, which is why we are behind. Because the section of men that run this country are from that ilk. Big egos, white, they don't like change, they don't like competition, they're afraid of failure, essentially, because anyone who's not afraid of failure or who welcomes failure as a place to grow is not afraid of competition. Because
Right.
you learn. There's always going to be someone that's better than you in something. Every smart person in business or in any lane knows that you don't necessarily compete with the person that's better than you. You learn from them and build a team or something to that nature.
Right.
So there's one thing we're trying to do is fix something that's broken, and we have to stop doing that. We have to stop fixing something that's broken and just build something new.
I know it's really mind-blowing. Really, really mind-blowing.
Is it though?
Not really, because you know what it is, right? I mean, let's stop fronting. We know what the fuck it is.
Right, that we can't even get upset with it anymore. I refuse. I'm not going to put the energy behind it. I'm like, oh, okay.
So
another day.
Where do you see, because they're saying AI is going to take a lot of jobs, and here's the funny thing, right? AI hasn't taken that. Well, AI has taken a lot of jobs over the course of 30 years.
I don't think it's going to take a lot of jobs. I think it's going to create jobs.
But they're saying, well, AI has lost jobs because when I used to go into the bank, they used to be tellers. Now there's an ATM machine. That's AI. Self-checkout. That's AI. Kids are not bagging groceries anymore. Back in the day, remember that? You get a job like the idiot. Who was the idiot guy that was saying that kids ain't got jobs right now?
Yeah, kids need to get jobs to pay for school lunch. He was like, I was a paper boy. Well, who's buying a newspaper? Like,
there's no papers.
First of all, the Sunday paper is what, $10, $15? How much is the Sunday paper?
Right. So
it's ridiculous.
So yes, we are going to lose jobs to AI because that's just what it is. But the funniest thing, when ChatGPT lost its job to DeepSeek, that's when you know shit's fucked up.
Well, there were a lot of people who will not use ChatGPT.
When AI is losing its job to AI.
But here's the thing, we're still in the early beginnings of AI, right? And another look at how quick DeepSeek came on. There's going to be another one that pushes DeepSeek out. There might be a DeepSeek 5.0. It's constantly evolving, right?
Right.
So it's just learning it, using it, and keeping it moving.
Do you fear AI? Honestly,
no.
Honestly, give me the real.
No,
you don't fear it at all.
No, I'm an entrepreneur. No, I love it. I love AI. I love everything about it. I love AI. I don't fear it at all. Fear for what? Jobs don't have money to pay people anyway. You think they got money for software? I just took 3 assessments for a state job the other day, and the software that they were testing me was Excel, Office, and Word from 2016 because they said this state agency, that's the software they're using. No, I'm not scared of AI. You know what I'm afraid of? Actually, I'm not afraid of much. The world has already gone to hell in a handbasket. What else could we be afraid of? We already know where it's headed. We know where history repeats itself. And if you're a nerd that knows anything about history, you already know.
Somebody help me, yeah.
You're right. Maybe
I think that the possibilities of AI is amazing. The things that you can get done in a day with AI is crazy. Crazy. You can do so much. And if you have an entrepreneurial spirit, imagine you could do, like, say, even with me doing marketing, digital materials for some clients and doing strategy build out for some startups, right? Instead of focusing on 3 clients a day, I can now focus on 6 clients in an 8-hour period, less than that, because of AI, right?
Right.
So it's amazing. I love it. And I think that more people should utilize it. I think the children should definitely be utilizing it. One thing I am interested in though is what software is going to be developed for schools.
What do you mean by that?
That
Take me
so at
through that.
some point, because who's to say that students, when they do research papers or whatever, are their professors going to be like, oh, I'm going to run your paper through AI to see if it came from AI?
They're probably doing that right now already.
They might be. But honestly, with the way that things are going, I don't believe that many professors, say you have a class of 60 people, you're reading every research paper. Please give me a break. You're skimming it.
You don't think? I think they read it. They have to.
Who has that type? We don't have that type of attention span.
The teachers got to be reading in Vegas. No? Yes?
Yeah, maybe teachers from the 80s that read. Please.
Wow.
Humans are humans regardless of what they do. I just don't believe that we're different types of people. We're different types of people in society. We really are.
It's crazy.
We're so apathetic. We forget about things in 24 hours. We don't care.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
It is crazy.
Do I fear AI? I don't think I fear AI. I will say that though, that it will, where I think AI will get spooky is the smart will be gone. Like you talk about the talk about the poor rich gap. That's gonna explode.
Yeah, explode. It is. I mean, that's a scary part. It is scary. But you know what? It's not something that we need to worry about.
Right. That's the only thing.
It's not something
that really scares me because now, I have shakesislive.com and I'm thinking I was just prompting to get reggae news. And then I'm on Instagram and I saw Kanye West and his new clothing line. And I'm thinking, why don't I just do fashion on Shakes is Live? You should. So I just did fashion. It gave me all the latest fashion. It gave me all the latest sneakers. And I'm thinking, So now I need to just keep on adding, reggae news, fashion, pop culture,
Japanese dance hall,
and then start adding more things to read on my blog, which then will get me ranked higher in Google, which then will just separate me from everybody else.
Right.
And AI is cool, but it's not for everybody. Like, if you're Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, Maya Angelou,
they don't need it.
No, but if you're that smart, when you do a prompt in AI, you're gonna get some dope shit. So it's gonna so the smart people are just gonna 1000x, and then the people that don't really get it is gonna be like, which way did he go? Which way did he go?
I think that it may fit. And I don't know. I can't speak to everyone, right? I would hope that people want to be smarter because we have no choice, especially in the way that the world is going. We don't have the option to be dummies. We don't have the option to sit back and wait for things to happen. You either have to make things happen or you're going to die.
Jesus.
Literally.
Christ.
So it's just one of those. I would hope that people and everyone we do live in the society now where most people kind of want to do something, right? People are interested in turning their hobbies into a business. We have a larger group of society that is seeking happiness and joy in their work and what they do and what fulfills them. So hopefully they can use AI to their advantage.
You're right. And
I mean, I could even see even in gardening. I mean, if you're someone who loves to garden or is into food justice or, just living off of the land or agriculture, I could see how you could use AI to help you create methods. Or if you're an agricultural engineer and you have a farmer that's really into traditional farming, or you want to learn more about Chinese Eastern farming, but you want to mix a little hydroponics with it, and you're an engineer and you want to develop these vast systems to help with growth for hemp, for building materials for a sustainable society, you're going to use AI to help you develop the model, right or wrong.
Right. And I think the fear of AI is, I don't think people are dumbing it down, and I'm going to dumb it down right now. So AI, just bear with me here.
What?
So this is basically a pinhole camera, right? So Holga does film, has no meter. What goes in, what comes out. Then I have a film camera here, has a meter, but it uses film. Here's the AI, right? Digital camera, no film, meter. It could basically adjust exposure on the fly by, you take a picture and you go, oh, that picture looks like shit. And you take another picture and then you just do your corrections. So that's AI. But with these things, right, it's a meter. So when we talk about AI, and then you're talking about probably the greatest camera phone in the camera in the world is this, because you could take some dope shit with this, and that's also AI. I think people just need to, don't be frightened of the term AI. Look around your house and see what has been replaced over your lifetime, and just say that's AI. And I think that would be a softer way of breaking yourself into AI. Because when you start talking AI and NVIDIA chips and quantum power and internet and prompting and all of this, it starts to get overwhelming.
People get a little. Well, you know what? I really don't think that we have to worry about it with the generation of people beneath us, right? Anyone 45 and 50 and under, if they don't live underneath a rock somewhere, they're going to be like, oh, I embrace this, right? Because Gen Z and below and Gen Alpha, I don't know, the young, they're here for all of that, right? Essentially, they're very smart. They want to free up their time. They're like, listen, I don't have time for all this. I need to do tons of things in one day. They understand that your life is content. They understand that. So, they have a lot. I know that I'm getting old because when I scroll on TikTok, the younger generation, the 20-somethings, are oversharers. And it makes me uncomfortable.
What do you mean by that?
Because
what do you mean by that?
Oversharers, I mean, they talk to the camera about things that we would never dare talk about because of how we were raised, right? So there are certain things where like, we should probably keep, like, you couldn't get Jesus, Mary, and Magdalene out of me. But that's just their generation, like they're going to let you know. Like, listen, my mother had an affair. There was, for example, there's this young woman I follow, and she's amazing. She's expatting. She lives in Turkey, and she travels the world. She works, and she has like, I think a little like 200,000 followers, 6.million something likes. She just talks about her life, shows the village she lives in, basic, everyday life, Black girl. And someone asked her,
she got a booty?
You never be quiet. I don't know. She's concerned. She's casual, so she's not walking around in tight clothes. She's a young woman. So she someone asked, how come you never talk about your parents? I've been following you for years. And she has a very monotone voice. And she was just like, well, probably because I don't really see myself as coming from people. I feel like I was created in a lab. And I like to think of it like that. My mother is a horrible fucking person. And my father told my mother that he considered me a piece of trash when I was born because he lied to my mother about having a whole nother family. I mean, Bobby, I was looking at my phone like,
record, son.
That is crazy. Was that Donald Trump?
I don't know what did you do?
Bobby shakes. Mitt Romney, the governor of Massachusetts, didn't know where Roxbury was. I know where Roxbury is because I'm simply hood.
I hate it. That's AI.
That's AI. That's my boy Donald Trump.
You're crazy. Hold on. I need to get some ice.
Crazy. Hold on. Let me go and check on these kids. Make sure that guys don't move. Let me give you some music. Hold on. Let me see here. You gotta go and check on the kids, man. Make sure they're not what we got here for music? Here's my music. Here we go. Give you guys the music. We'll be right back.
I could have ordered some little unscrupulous people. But go on like them that like righteousness. Them a fight against me, watch me and them. Alright. Why they wanna see me fall, and they know that I am tougher than wall. Tell me why they wanna stop my progress, wanna distract my focus. Tell me why they wanna stop my progress. To them, no one to give me bonus. Actually, better than the whole of them, rougher than the whole of them. Boss at next to because me come for control again. Big up the eye roll of them, score a next goal again. Let some little fool forget some love in them soul again. Better than the whole of them, rougher than the whole of them. Boss at next to because me come for control again. Big up the eye roll of them, score a next goal again. Let some little fool forget some love in them soul again. My system I watch and them must fight on me. Sit down and a chit chat fit tell life on me. Them not go catch it when them did vibe on me. Make them chat that one back man a vigilante. Fido, man a rebel from me I they have me knee. Yeah me have to bond the devil and fit them love me knee. Me not go drink them call me like them have me knee. Parich, Cadeli ranking and no one got belly. Me better than the whole of them, rougher than the whole of them. Boss at next to me because me come for control again. Big up the eye roll of them, score of them. Boss at next to me because me come for control again.
I love this new controller.
So she, they put things out there that, and I'm happy that it makes me uncomfortable because I did a TikTok live with a new TikTok friend last week, and with my friend who's an amazing immigration attorney that I was telling you about.
Right. We got to get her on the show.
She said to me, yeah, definitely. She says to me, Vegas, I've been telling you this for years. You have such a story. You never really talk about things. I'm like, because look, I don't care. Like, I have to be the person and I don't think that people are ready to hear the truth. And I really want, especially women, I want to keep women as naive as possible. I think that us knowing too much from the things that I know about is a detriment, right? Like you always say, like, I took the red pill in life, so I've seen a lot. I don't think that women need to see. I think ignorance is bliss. And who the fuck would believe me anyway?
Yeah.
But these kids, they share for real. And that sharing equals views, which equals money.
Let me ask you a question because AI is everything. Like I know we have this, eventually we're going to get to this robot thing, but AI is in our lives all over the place.
Right.
Look at your childhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then look at Vicky Vegas now who's 25. Who do you think, right? So you now, and then you as 25, and you would do what 25-year-olds are doing. Well, not all of them, but on the social media and oversharing. Right. Who communicated their feelings more? And who was more social? Was it you at 25 talking to thousands of people that you don't even know, or you at a young age sitting in the corner, right? Sitting in the corner, playing with your Barbie dolls in the corner, imagining things and talking to yourself by yourself, right? Who is more social? And is AI, because that's AI has brought us to this digital place.
Right.
Who is more social? You with the Barbie doll, or you younger, older, a little bit older on social media from yourself on the Barbie doll?
When I was 25, I was extremely social. I was very naked and very social.
Okay. So, okay. All right.
So yeah, I was very social. I was very naked and very social. Yes. And you know what? A piece of me wants to get back to that girl with my clothes on. Do you know? Because I don't have to get naked anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So when I put my, like, as a matter, when I put my clothes back on, meaning I no longer dance, I also put clothes back on over my spirit, if that makes sense. Because for so long my therapist told me this. He was like, for so long you were on stage and on display. That was your job. And then when you stopped, I stopped going out. I'm in bed at 8, 9 o'clock. She goes, you kept a piece of yourself to yourself, because your whole career was you were sharing everything about yourself with the masses. Now you don't have to do that anymore. And it feels good. But I have a lot of opinions, but I've seen stuff. So I'm like, oh, don't do that. Like it's the big auntie in me now is like, oh God, you don't want to do that. That doesn't lead anywhere good.
Right.
Because I did it and it didn't go anywhere good. I was like, oh.
So let's take a Vegas that had clothes on. Do you think we were more antisocial than the kids now? Because a lot of us think our kids are antisocial because they're inside talking to people on the internet. Who's the antisocial one? Us or them?
We are. The kids are telling all of the business. The children on the internet are telling all of their parents' business. I know so much about so many people. And it is, but remember, as Black people, it was what happens in this house stays in this house. Remember that? And the young generation is debunking that. They're like, no, I'm telling it because it doesn't make any sense. I'm breaking this trauma and I'm here for it. But also to break traumas and cycles, it makes you uncomfortable. That's a normal reaction. Being uncomfortable is normal. It's like, okay, this makes me uncomfortable. How am I going to get over that?
Puffy makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
You know what I was okay, so I have not watched that documentary, right?
Which documentary?
And I did they have like a couple of them, Netflix, Hulu, The Making of a Bad Boy. So in one of the documentaries, I saw a clip of it on TikTok, the text messages from his assistant to someone else, I guess the interim assistant or whatever, about his medication schedule. This man, so lorazepam is it's a benzodiazepam, and it is for people with anxiety, depression, right? So and I'll give you an example. The pill is probably like this big. It's a little white pill, but it packs a punch. So if I'm having an anxiety attack and I have a lorazepam, I have to break this little tiny pill up into 4 and take a quarter of it. That's how strong it is. And that could be like 1 milligram. But again, I'm very sensitive to medication.
Right.
People with anxiety disorders, they'll take 1 a day. It'll be like a 0.5, right? A 1 milligram if you are really experiencing depression, anxiety. This man was taking 3. Then the generic version or something similar called clonazepam, he was taking 3 of those. And because it makes your system so mellow, right? Because it literally regulates your nervous system,
Right.
and he is a sexual deviant, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Then right underneath that, they would give him three Cialis. And you know what Cialis is, right?
No, what the
For erectile dysfunction. So he was on 3 Cialises
for
to make
what?
him like this. Did he?
But why is he on the Cialis?
Because the clonazepam and the lorazepam, any type of antidepressant, you lose your that blood isn't flowing to your manhood and making you like this as it should, which is why a lot of side effects of like Prozac and Zoloft is you lose your sexual appetite. So sometimes on the back end, they have to prescribe you an ED medication like a Cialis. So a man who is battling depression or anxiety, if they're on Prozac or Zoloft, so if they want to still, when they're ready to have sex with their wife, partner, or whatever, sometimes they'll take a Cialis or something. And it's very normal, like that's, but 3 of them is not normal. This man so essentially he was speedballing.
Right.
That's not even including the recreational drugs he was doing.
That's crazy.
With that, he's lucky to be in jail and be alive. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question.
He was so far gone.
Where do you see AI with medicine in a case like that?
I feel like I don't think that AI. Listen, I believe in science. I believe in medicine. I think that if you need a medication, if you feel anxious or if you feel depressed, if you have access to your doctor, please go to your doctor. If you feel suicidal, please go to your doctor, talk to somebody. Tomorrow is always tomorrow. And literally, not to sound corny, there is a way hopefully to make you feel better, but your tomorrow matters, right?
Right.
I don't really have an opinion on it because I'm not a scientist. I don't know how scientists use it. I do have friends who are physicians and work in science and endocrinologists and stuff, so we could definitely get them on the show and ask them. But I hope that they use AI for good. I hope that they're putting enough data into AI so that while they're researching ways to treat cancer, ways to treat autoimmune disorders, ways to keep women alive during childbirth and diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, especially all of that stuff. I'm hoping that that it can be used for the advancement of people's health.
Yeah, I think that's
because it's important.
Yeah, I think that's where AI has to shine. I don't think AI has to shine as making it so I could do fucking videos or I could write music or I could do my daily task. And that's what Alexander Wang is trying to do with Scale AI. He wants the scientists and the doctor. So like Puffy's case, right? Like for allegedly what they're saying that he was on, to able to take that data, throw it into an LLM, and then break down what's actually going on and figure it out. And I think that's where AI could be powerful. But if we're just using it to trade stocks and to be our personal assistant, then...
Well, see, one thing that I'm going to use it with JVR Strategic Ventures and with Temple 27 with clients, my client-based strategy for using AI, because essentially when a client contacts me, it's for strategy, consulting, fundraising, grant writing, marketing strategies, stuff like that. Lots of entrepreneurs have the idea, right? But they don't know how to streamline the idea. And especially with nonprofits, I think that AI is amazing, can be an amazing tool, especially with nonprofits, with streamlining your goals, statistics, charts to help with fundraising, and to just compare and contrast where you were a year or 2 years ago and where you need to be in 5 years. And for community outreach, I think that it should be used for, especially for that. Entrepreneurs, especially Black entrepreneurs, are so overwhelmed just because we don't have the capital to always be able to put our
Right.
all into our ventures, whether it's home life, whether it's I have a full-time job, I have a family, then I have myself, and I don't have the money to hire the help, then AI is going to be your help. And I think that AI could potentially take 6 months off of a profit. Normally, when they say, oh, it's going to take your business 2 to 5 years to make a profit,
Right.
maybe if you use AI as a tool, you can get to that profit faster. I'm using it. I mean, the things that it's helping me do, I'm using it for all of my clients. It's getting used. Every single last one of them.
Yeah, I think AI is just something that you have to teaspoon it, right? You have to teaspoon your sugar. You just teaspoon it every day. Just go to OpenAI, go to DeepSeek,
Right.
do a couple of prompts, and just break it in and just take it easy. Because like you said,
Even for your personal schedule,
hmm,
like try it. Tomorrow when you wake up or before you go to bed, go to DeepSeek and let them know that I need to streamline my weekend. I have this, I have that. Give me a schedule in order for me to have 2 extra hours on Sunday night after everyone goes to bed to complete this editing project so that I can be my most productive self on Monday. And then follow that plan that they give you to a T and see how, and add that to your routine and see how better of a person you become.
you know what? I'm
more productive.
I think I might do that. I think I might outline a weekend. Probably do for next weekend because I know I got some events coming up. Outline my weekend. Yeah. Yeah.
And people can use it for a myriad of things. I mean, think of it like
A what of things?
Say you want a myriad of things.
How the hell you spell that?
A vast MYRIAD. So literally, like, I have been improving my credit over the past year and a half, right? And I
Right.
love it. And now I'm addicted to improving my credit. Like it's an addiction. Like when I say I'm working on my credit and minding my business, I like to pour myself a glass of wine and go deep dive into Experian and then see what I can do. It's a hobby. It's ridiculous. So
Are you using AI for that?
I'm about to start using AI for that. And put myself on a plan. Like, what do I need to do? What credit cards do I need to get? How do I was listening to a woman that I follow that's really good in stocks on TikTok, which I got that stock option for you from, right? But I'm going to teach myself stocks and shit with AI.
Yeah, I think.
And just be disciplined.
Yeah, I saw something the other day, which is pretty funny. I saw somebody say that 300,000 is the new 100K.
I believe that.
And I was looking at it and I go, well, that doesn't make any sense because if you invest 300K, it now becomes 900K if you invest it. So is he taking that 300K and he's buying shit that's been price gouged or had an inflation? And it's like, instead of us commenting on something, maybe what we need to do is just put in ChatGPT or DeepSeek, is 300 the new 100K, and how do I make it equivalent? And then you would get a breakdown of what you need to do to make 300K, 900K instead of making 300K, but it's only valued at 100K, right? Because there's a lot, if you're buying eggs or Mercedes or big cribs, then yeah, 300 is the new 100K. But if, like you said, if you could write out a plan, then 300K could be the next million, right?
Right. And so remember when I was telling you about I don't want to be the face of Canna Butter Babe, or started
Right.
thinking, putting my marketing and my advertising hat on. I'm like, you know, I don't have to be the face of anything, but no brand has to, right?
Right.
So AI is going to be the face of it. And I'm going to do that. So I have the client who has the body, the post cosmetic surgery recovery houses in Florida, right?
Right.
So I have to, the brand ambassador for that business is not going to be a person. I'm going to use AI to create one.
Really?
Yeah. And that in AI is going to create that. I'm going to give AI the characteristics of the woman that is at, I'm going to do it for every single age, right? What is the characteristics of a woman who is 24 and wants to get her first cosmetic procedure done? 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And AI is going to build those different women for me, personality involved in all. And I'm going to have them create that person and develop marketing plans for me to market this service to those women.
Now, can we dive a little bit deep into that, or can you talk about that new? Okay, all right. We're almost in an hour here. I got to go make the kids grilled cheese. So tell us a new project that you're working on, and how you're going to use AI to implement tasks, goals, and profit margins.
So basically, the name of the business is Companions of Beauty, and it is a recovery house and luxury transportation service in Miami, Florida, Miami Gardens, Florida, for women who get cosmetic surgery in Miami and they have to recover. So afterwards, you cannot recover alone, right? And a lot of women, either they go home and they have to take care of kids, or they don't have any support, but there is support. And so you get your 3-4 meals a day. There's a pool. The house is absolutely gorgeous. We have trained nurses, IV hydration nurses, trained massage therapists that come. It's all built into a package where you're safe. You're recovering for your 10 days. You can do 4 to 10 days. And you're in an environment where your bandages are going to get changed, where you're going to get your post-lymphatic massages, where you're going to get your IV hydration, where you're going to have prepared, organic, amazing meals made for you to aid in your recovery, where you have transportation if you have to go back to the surgery center up that you got your cosmetic surgery at for your follow-up appointments, right? And you're in luxury. You are surrounded by high definition televisions, a garden outside, in-ground pool, sun. It's Florida, so you have access.
Beautiful.
But AI is helping me with my marketing plans targeted specifically toward the women who are seeking out these services. So I know exactly what it is they're looking for. I know what their life is. I know what it helps me to understand who is the psyche and the characteristics of a woman who says, you know what? And I kind of already know this just from my own life experience, but it helps me to get a deeper dive, right? Into, okay, I'm a woman who, for example, wants a mommy makeover. She's had 5 children. She's in her 40s. She's freshly divorced or out of a long-term relationship. She has some money. You know what I learned that I did not know? In my head, I'm thinking that mommy makeovers and all of this body transformation stuff is this, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 process. In Miami, I just learned the other day, it's not even that expensive. We're talking $3,000, $4,000, $2,500 even.
Really?
Who knew? That's why when you see everyone with their butt, remember we were talking about why everyone has their body. That's like $2,500, $3,000, not that much.
Wow. So
So
you're using AI. Yep.
Deep diving into that psyche, deep diving into how can I better market this? How can I better give them what they want? And then developing, okay, give it to me for a 25-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old. Tell me what it is that they think. Gather information from therapists that have written information with women in their 40s that are newly divorced, that have self-esteem issues with their body because they've had kids whose husbands have cheated on them and now want to get surgery done. How do I develop a marketing plan toward them? That's how I'm using AI. Because these are things that you want to know, right?
So how do you prompt that?
So I can even do one better for you. So you go to AI and you say, let's use, all right, so think of a place where women are married. Let's say,
hold on,
I don't know.
Let's see.
New Hampshire.
Let's prompt it live.
Okay.
Hold on a
So
second.
are you on DeepSeek?
Let me set it up. I don't have DeepSeek. I'm scared the Chinese government will look at all the porn. Look at all the porn on my thing. So I go to chat.
Say take. Let me get you.
All right. So I'm on Chat GTP. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay. Hold on. Let me.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. Let's do this. So let's do. And give me a town. 1 second. Let me just do this. Let me Google this.
This is pretty dope. I got any music while we wait?
I could have ordered some little unscrupulous people. But go on like them, not like righteousness. Them are fight against me, watch me and them. Alright. Why they wanna see me fall, and they know that I am tougher than wall. Tell me why they wanna stop my progress, wanna distract my focus. Tell me why they wanna stop my progress. To them, no one to give me the bonus.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, so let's do Concord, New Hampshire. So that's where we're gonna go, because they have a large population of married women over 30, right? So we're gonna ask ChatGPT, develop a marketing plan.
Hold on a second. Yes.
For women in Concord, New Hampshire.
Why? What happened? All right, we'll get it off in a minute. Develop a marketing plan.
Can we do music after that?
Yeah, we'll do some music after that. Develop a marketing plan.
Develop a marketing plan for women over 30 in Concord, New Hampshire. For married mothers over 30 in Concord, New Hampshire.
Develop a marketing plan for women over 30.
For mothers over 30 in Concord, New Hampshire. Looking.
Yep.
For cosmetic surgery post-recovery care.
See what it.
And then say, wait, and then say,
oh wow,
we're not done. I wasn't done. That's right, because I wasn't done.
All right, let me go back. Hold on. I could. Jesus.
What does it say?
That's a lot.
And that's light, because I was going to say, speak to them trying to get their bodies back, self-esteem issues, but you can do a real deep dive into it, and they will, how do I market towards them redefining and regaining their self-esteem post childbirth and a 5-year marriage or something to that effect.
Okay, so cosmetic post recovery, and then what else should I write after that?
What did I say? Post recovery, and then say include ways to market to them regaining self-confidence rebuilding sexual intimacy in their marriage through positive body imagery. And self-care. And see what it says.
And what's great about this, guys, you don't even have to, your spelling is fine.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
And there it is.
Mm-hmm. So even if you're not that woman, because it's very far removed from me, right? I need to know how to speak to these types of women, engage in them. They're going to pull up statistics. They're going to pull up, like we could even go deeper. Like, okay, give me reports from therapists with women with, negative body imagery about themselves, and use that in the marketing plan. Like, it's all kinds of things that AI can do if you know how to prompt it well. You got to know how to prompt it. What it is you're looking for, what you're looking for it to do for you. And you take what you want, and then you leave what you don't want. But it definitely gives you an idea of where to go.
Wow. Events and workshops. Host free workshops or seminars on topics such as restraining self-confidence after surgery, enhancing intimacy in marriage. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, it looks like these kids are about to lose their bloody mind. But this right here is estimate annual budget at $60,000. Get out of here. Implementation time, 1 to 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
In the first month, finalize branding. Wow. 3 to 4 months launch campaign. 5 to 6 months expand outreach. 7 to 12 months optimize and scale. Metrics and evaluation. Wow.
In the old days, you would have to hire somebody to do this market research for you.
And guys, that was just basically a very, very easy prompt.
That was very light.
Because I type like an idiot. So.
Very light. But that's just a small scale of what you can do with that information. And then you can, CW wants to know if we have 03 yet. I don't know
what's 03, CW.
But you can, that's light, but you can do so much with just that information, right? And you can use it for, I can see this being used in real estate, urban development. I can totally see this being used in real estate. Oh my God.
It just gave us a marketing plan.
That you could do.
Exactly. Straight gave us a marketing plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we could do is we could copy this.
Yeah.
Bring that into DeepSeek.
And see what DeepSeek
says.
Right.
Oh, 03 mini.
Yeah, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I mean? There's way more than one way to do things.
I see. We're learning. Yeah, I didn't. We used. I just used a regular Chat GTP. I didn't go into 04 mini that I have here on this computer. But
I don't know if that was that 03 mini.
40 mini. I guess it's the new model.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that too.
But let's.
So I like it.
Hold on a second here.
Stuff like that. I love it.
Let me just copy my last prompt here. I can bring this prompt in, and I can say add charts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens.
It's still rolling out, CW? Yeah, I'm going to check that out.
Jumping over to Twitch. Thank you for following, man.
Yeah.
All right, let me see my new marketing plan here. Jesus Christ, look at that. That's the same marketing
You know what
plan.
I want to do with you?
Oh, it's still writing, still spitting out crap.
Can we bring a Japanese dance hall DJ to Boston?
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Oh my God, wouldn't it be so dope? Because think of all the Japanese students are here that I really believe that American culture and Asian culture, the way that we've been merging it, not just like Japan, but Tokyo, Japan, China, Vietnam. I mean, so many of our Asian cousins, because that's basically what they are. I don't know. I just think that it would be so unbelievably amazing. I think that we're living in a time now where people want to fuse culture together, and we really need to get up on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. These kids are going bonkers.
They're probably they need a snacky.
Yeah. Well, I went online because I know it takes. I put my butter out for the grilled cheese about 2 hours ago, and I knew I needed about an hour and a half.
Oh God!
Oh, because you know my grilled cheese got to be smacked. My grilled cheese. So my cheese been out for almost 2 hours.
You have to do a live. You have to stream. You have to stream making those grilled cheeses. But yeah, we'll stream later.
Yeah, we'll stream later. Let me go make some grilled cheeses.
You have a guest.
Yeah, and we just went to Iggy's and got some sourdough fresh bread. I just got some Greek olive oil. I got some grass-fed butter. So I grew olive oil in the pan, half a stick of butter, throw all my bread in, get it nice and crispy. My cheese is nice and soft right now, room temperature, and lay it. And then I sprinkle it with a little.
What kind of cheese are you using?
What's it? Fontina.
Fontina. Yummy. Yeah.
But I told you that whole
that would sound good.
I told you that there was a cheese shortage. So I called the cheese company.
Yeah, I'm making mac and cheese tonight.
I said, yo, listen, man, when Fontina comes in, I need the drop. So he gave me the drop last night, and I drove out and got it. So this was good. You know what we should do on our next stream, like maybe tonight? Let's think about a company and do a business plan for a company on ChatGTP tonight. Guys.
Why don't we do a business plan for Temple 27?
Let's do no, because I don't want people to see it.
Oh, okay, right. So I have a couple. So yeah, we'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll make up one.
We'll make up a company tonight. And
yeah.
And see what we could do with it.
Right. Maybe we'll give it away. Maybe we'll raffle it off. We've made people famous, Bobby Shakes. You don't think we could make someone a millionaire between the two of us? Come on.
You're right. We have made a lot of people famous. So let's do that.
We've made a lot of people famous.
Get out of the phone.
Get out of here.
All right.
Get out of the phone.
You're driving me crazy.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Music.
This was a good one. Thank you, everybody.
It was great.
Thank you for everybody for watching. Get out of here. No music right now.
Put the music on.
Put the music on.
Put the music on. Thank you.
No, hit play.
Polish.
Scratch again.
No power.
Only if he could read instead of DJing, we'd be in a better place.
First of all, oh my God, all you have to do is he can definitely read. He just hasn't started yet.
He's too busy scratching.
That's engineering right there.
Right?
That's engineering.
All right. Love you. We'll talk tonight. Crazy. Are you done? No, you don't need the headphones. We're out of here. Bye-bye. No, we're going to do some grilled cheese and then we're going to do some music after this. But we got to do some math first.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah, we got to do math.
I'm bored of that.
I know, but we got to do some math. We got to do math.
What math?
Quick math. We'll do 15 minutes of math.